Welcome to the kitchen where we make everything but pasta. Today on the menu is my classic butter chicken recipe. This is truly the best butter chicken recipe you will find. It goes really well with the naan bread as well as a bowl of rice. So take your pick or serve with both. So let's get to the kitchen and get started. So we're going to start with the marinade first. The first thing you need to do is put on some gloves. So now that I have my gloves on, I have one chicken here that I got the butcher to clean, or at least take the skin out and cut it into pieces. And then I've added one additional chicken breast to that. I'm going to put that aside for a minute. I'm going to mix the marinade first here in this bowl. So I have 3/4 cups of yogurt here. It's a thick yogurt, Balkan style. You can use Greek yogurt as well. Then I have a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed cumin, which I'm going to add. And I have a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, which is a mix of cardamom, cinnamon, and cloves. So I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of that. I have 1 generous tablespoon of garlic paste. We have a recipe for that on our channel. And a tablespoon of ginger paste. We also have here the juice of 1 lime, and it's a great marinade. It gives a really good taste to the chicken. And here is 1.5 tablespoons of tandoori masala. Today I'm using the Desi brand, which is you can purchase at any Indian grocery store. So give it a good mix. You'll notice the color. It's a bright, vibrant red. It's what you associate with tandoori chicken. And to this, I'm going to add the chicken and make sure that all the chicken gets the spice around it. The chicken here, I have washed it and then rinsed it with a little bit of lemon juice, just to make sure that it's really clean. I'm actually going to use my hands to mix this. I'm then going to cover this and put it in the fridge for about 2 hours for marination. If you don't have 2 hours, a half hour does the trick as well. And in the meantime, I'll get the rest of the stuff prepped, and then we'll continue with preparing the butter chicken. So the chicken has been marinating for a couple hours. I just took it out of the fridge, and I'm going to take a cast iron pan with a little bit of oil on it on medium heat and transfer all the chicken to the pan and cook the chicken on each side for about 7 minutes until it's almost cooked. And then we'll transfer all of this chicken and all the thickened sauce into the pot. While the chicken is cooking, we're going to start with our sauce. So here on a medium heat in this pot, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of oil, maybe 3 tablespoons. So 3 tablespoons of oil, and we'll add 2 cups of very finely diced onions. And we're going to let this cook for about 10 or so minutes until it's golden brown. Now that the chicken has been cooking on this one side for about 7 minutes, I'm going to flip it and let it cook on the other side. We also want the sauce to get thicker. We're going to cook it for another 7 to 8 minutes, and in that time the sauce will thicken and the chicken will be almost cooked, and then you'll have some more time to cook in the pot when we add it to the sauce. So in the meantime, we will continue with making our sauce, frying the onions in the oil until they're golden brown. Now that the onion is golden brown, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. Let the butter melt, and then we'll add our ginger and garlic paste. Just want the onions to get a little bit of the buttery, nutty taste in there. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger and 1 teaspoon of garlic paste and cook it in the oil for about 30 seconds or so. So we'll add a tablespoon of water. Cook it a few more seconds. And then when the oil starts to separate, we'll add our other ingredients. Here I have 1 teaspoon of red Kashmiri chili powder, salt to taste, 2 tablespoons of crushed cashews, and 2 tablespoons of good quality paprika. Now we're going to give it a good mix. We'll add another tablespoon of water just to mix all the ingredients together. Give it a couple of seconds for it to get all combined. And I'm going to add 3 medium-sized tomatoes that I have already crushed and blended here. So give it a good mix. Let the sauce come to a bit of a boil. Once the sauce comes to a boil, we're going to add our chicken and all the sauce that's in that pan. So the sauce is now boiling, and I'm going to add all this chicken to the mix. So then let it simmer for a few minutes until all the sauce is mixed. The chicken is completely cooked. We want to make sure we get all the sauces from this pan, because all the good juice, the good flavor that's in there. I'm just going to grab a spoon here and scrape all the juicy sauce from here and transfer it into the pot. Now make sure that we mix the sauce with the chicken. Let it heat down a little bit. We'll add a cup of water. You don't want to stir it too much, because otherwise if the chicken is too soft, it will break. We'll also add a half a cup of cream. And just give it a quick mix. We're going to cover the pot and cook for about 20 minutes on low heat. So it's now 20 minutes, and I'm going to turn off the stove and just check our chicken. Beautifully cooked. The chicken is ready now. I usually will serve it with the naan bread and also maybe with cumin crusted rice. So let's go and serve this chicken, and I'll give it a taste test to let you know how it tastes. So there you have it, our butter chicken. I'm just going to garnish it with a little bit of coriander, and then we're going to give it a taste test. That looks absolutely delicious. You can either serve this with a naan bread or naan bread as well as rice, or one or the other. Today I'm going to give it a taste test with the rice. Okay, let's give it a try. There's a bit of chicken here. It's nice and well cooked. Delicious. Wow, just the right amount of spice and butter and cream in there. It's just perfect. If you like this video, hit the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more delicious recipes. Thanks for watching. Bye.